Yeah, it's not as close in win-to-loss ratio as the last one might have been, but another challenger series nonetheless, so it's going to be good
Mm-hmm.
games regardless. We have the Breadsticks from 50/50 Pizzeria taking on the Aries from the Nexus. Nexus coming into things with an even 16 and 16 ratio. And then over here on the opposite end, Breadsticks have not been as lucky. They are 11 and 6 or 11 and 21, sorry. But goals for is what really speaks volumes here to me. You have 65 goals for coming out of Breadsticks and only 59 coming out of Aries, which says one of two things. Breadsticks are just insanely unlucky and get a bunch more shots taking on over there at the 80 goals, or Aries just play a super tight game. You know, what's to come, we'll see, but that's what I'm speculating out of the gate. Is it's going to be really tight out of Nexus or just a complete lackluster blowout?
Yeah, and kind of surprised here. Actually, the breadsticks have the better shooting percentage a little bit here, right? Just 29 to 25, and so if we're picking the stats that stand out for us, I'm looking at that goals against stat. That is in 32 games, the breadsticks have allowed 80 goals. That means you're letting in 2 to 3 goals per game, which is really not how you should be winning your games. And so, I really think the big thing here is we're going to want to see some solid defending out of the breadsticks. We want to see some strong clears, as is kind of what the teams were doing in game 2 of our last series. But kind of just looking at this, it isn't fair to the Aries. But you know why I'm excited, Lo-Fi? Because at the end of the season, this is when the magic happens. This is when the late season runs can happen. And so, if the breadsticks could pop off tonight and get a huge win, then that they can really jump up the standings.
Yeah, let's jump into these player stats real quick before we jump into matches. We've got the Breadsticks being represented by Blood to 12 Avon, Matty Ice, Lord Hadron, Shift Drink. And then on the opposite side of things, we have the Aries being represented by It's Lost, Kimmy, Hoovian Cat, and Dadmeyer. And there's something to be noted here out of the games played from the Aries. You have a definitive substitute out of Dadmeyer, so we'll see if he's going to be able to be utilized here. But we have a bunch of players with a bunch of games played here, and I'm really ready to get into it. I'm not really sure what stats are speaking out to you thus far, but goals over here for Blood 12 Avon is I mean, compared to his teammates, definitely a little bit more above average. And then
Yep,
the
he is
players look
doing.
like they're ready to go.
Yeah, he is doing well out there. And actually, my stat a little detrimental here. I was kind of wondering how the Aries had their or sorry, the breadsticks had their percentage on low. Lord Hadron, 18% conversion rate. So that is a little dangerous here. And we will need to remake the lobby real quick, guys. Don't worry, just a short break this time.
Yeah,
No
hopefully
no
so, but
games.
that does give us a little bit more time to break down these stats for you. But if we go back and we really talk about representation here, the Nexus have two women in their lineup tonight. They have Kimmy and Hoovian, so they're representing the girls of RSC. They're going to be putting in some quite the show for us, hopefully. And then we have It's Lost, who says he would like to be called a toaster, and then Dad Mayer is just Dad. So little bit of information we had over here on the casting side of things. If you guys want some fun facts or some stuff like that said about you guys, please make sure that you do send in some more information other than just your lineups when you are requesting to be casted. But it's always little fun tidbits to add in here or there, right?
Yeah, it helps us give us things to talk about. It helps us relate to the players more. And seeing how they play is one thing, but also seeing how they approach the match and how they, carry themselves outside of that, that's also crucial, right? That means that the Aries, they're a fun team. They're just here to have a good time. And so, having that uplifting spirit and being able to just make a joke out of things, that can be important, right? Because if you have a heartbreak in game one or, a tough loss anywhere in the series and you're able to bounce back from that, that is super important for any good team. But I'm talking about the series. We haven't even gotten to our game one here. We didn't make any predictions. I gotta be honest though, Lo-Fi. I do want to see some magic from the breadsticks, but I think it's gonna be a 3-1 Aries.
Yeah, I'm hoping for a good series either way, and I think that these players are going to be able to provide that for us. I don't know about the toaster, though. I think I'd probably be a blender if I were to be a
Ah,
kitchen appliances because I'm a sucker for a good smoothie. But that being said, we're getting into kickoff number one. Finally, and we have a game underway. And now it's going to go early into the side of the Aries, but Huvian's going to be able to turn that one out. She does so nicely. Tries to go for a bump, but Shift Drink's going to be able to put that one in. A double commit on the save, but his loss is going to be able to turn that one out. Now we have another continuation of the play from Dadmeyer. Double commit there coming from the Nexus, but it's not going to be punished because the offense is slow to react. But a great flick there from Shift Drink. Can it be punished? And they can't quite put that one in. It goes off into the corner. Dadmeyer is going to be able to put that one out towards midfield. Gets turned away quickly. It's lost now. Trying to make some sort of magic happen for themselves. Going to go up for the shot. Lord Hadron's going to be able to turn that one out. Great save there. And now it's back into the end of the Aries. Aries looking like they're a little bit slow to react in the warm-up here. It's been a long night for them, but something's got to be able to be changing here for them if they want to make some sort of offensive push here. And this might be it. And not such luck for the Aries.
Yeah, I mean, we always talk about game one being the feeler match. I actually think both teams are kind of coming at it just super aggressive, which is a little terrifying to see here because I really feel like the goal is going to come out of nowhere. As Lost trying to get it out, but Shift Drink will, I think, hit that off the sidewall. As Bo will get a shot, but more importantly, get the demo. Now Lord Hadron off the backboard, trying to get the double touch. They will find it, and Breadsticks will get the opening goal in game one and this series.
If you were to ask me who were to score the first goal, I'd probably be more likely to say Blood 12 Avon or my guy over here on the opposite side, It's Lost. But a great shot coming out of Lord Hadron. He's going to make a statement for the Breadsticks. He's only got 10 goals on the season, so that one is definitely a highlight one for himself. Now pressure once again mounting in the Aries end, but they're going to be able to turn that out one. Dadmeyer setting his teammate up nicely. It's Lost. She's going to put it off wide, but Huvian's going to play cleanup, and she's going to put that one away.
Wow, okay, so the Breadsticks, they get a little lucky here somehow as Lost shanks it off the crossbar, but that's okay. Huvian Cat's there, the third man positioning once again. You love to see that punishing. And so, yeah, now we're all tied up. And, you know, last series we kind of solo-fied. The team that scores first wins the game. So, will we see a repeat of that? But things are all tied up now. Just over 3 seconds as Dow put off the backboard. And a double miss in front of the net will leave it open for Huvian Cat. And again, Lo-Fi, this goal just kind of comes out of nowhere with players flying by the ball and Huvian just slotting it in.
Yeah, players got to be a little bit more relaxed and composed over there on the defensive end for the Breadsticks. You're just kind of throwing bodies at the ball, and unfortunately, it's not really going up in their favor. But Huvian's going to get another great cleanup goal, and now we have a 2-1 scoreline. And it could change here really quickly as Lord Hadron puts another one away. We have two players just battling back and forth on the field right now, and that is Lord Hadron and Huvian Cat.
But you got to give credit to Blood there. A nice little pop-up there, setting her beautifully for Hadron. And once again, we're seeing just players being aggressive and not being nervous and doing deep rotations. They are hunting these goals here. And now that was a quick way to tie things up here. And wait, that's a good center for Shift Drink, who can't get around the corner. And so now the Aries will counterattack. Goes for its lost shot here. And an early challenge from the third man. And its loss will find the back of the net.
Yeah, It's Lost has definitely been in this game the entire time. He has 1 goal and 2 assists and a save, so he's got a cycle. We're just over 2 minutes into the game. I mean, there's still plenty of game to be left, plenty of Rocket League to be played throughout the night, and something tells me these are going to be high-scoring offensive games with very, very little defense as of what we've seen so far. And Huvian's going to prove me right, and she's got a hat trick.
Yeah, a relative early hat trick of that in the first opening half, and we see the downside to rotating balls tied. Sometimes Shift Drink not able to get out of the way in time, and they will beat their own teammate, which is kind of unfortunate. Hopefully, they don't get too tilted, right? It's still early in the game. Early in the series, you do have time to work with, but you shouldn't get complacent, and you definitely need to work on solidifying your touches here. Oh, that double miss on the side here was dangerous. But Shift Drink recovers here. They get it past 2. Okay, now they have a counterattack. But Lost will put in the corner as Hadron here firing off the backboard here. This is so awkward, bouncing in front of Aries' net. But the player from Breadsticks does not crash the net. And I think that was a golden opportunity that they missed, Lo-Fi.
Yeah, I am being informed that it is not Blood 12 Avon. It's Blood Raven. But Huvian striking once again in favor of the Aries. So I apologize for getting that a little bit mixed up. So it's Blood Raven. So we're going to get that squared away. And I've got Trippin calling me out for that, and he's coming in full effect, full mom mode. Thank you,
I
Trippin.
I can see it now. The 1 and the 2 kind of look like an R. But that's okay though, because the Aries are still doing well this game here. And now Shift Drake up. Oh, trying to pass it to Blood Raven, but a bit too far forward. And now Lord Hadron kind of in an awkward position here. 1 versus 2 on the backboard. But they will get the clear for now. Lost keeping it in. We are struggling to get out of Breadsticks end here. Hooving Cat up early, not able to find the finish. But that's okay because Dad Meyer's there. They were setting it for Lost, who will put it off the sidewall. This is high above the Breadsticks net. Dad will try and touch it down, but no. They will put in the corner for Shift Drink, who will get 15 in turn, but Hadron keeping out. So the Breadsticks are kind of breaking out here, but they are just really struggling to get anything productive going in the attacking third. As I say that, Blood Raven will find the shot. I cast her, curse the goal into existence, Lo-Fi. Woo, what a quick transition.
See, now personally, I'm a little bit I don't know, impartial to the term cast or curse. I feel like anytime you curse something, you have to be issuing ill will on it, right? We're just hoping for good Rocket League, and we're seeing that right now. We have a completely just high-scoring game from both teams. We got 3 goals from one and 5 goals from the other, so 8 goals total. I can do math, but here we go. We're getting another opportunity coming for Blood Raven, it looks like there, but that Meyer's going to be able to turn that one out. Blood Raven, once again, is going to be turning that one into the corner. Hoovian and Shift Drink both up for it in the midfield.
Oh,
An unfortunate mistouch there. Lord Hadron's going to be up off the backboard. And nobody's going to be able to make that into a shot. Raven now going up for it. Another backboard touch. Dad Meyer touching a little bit dangerously. Is it just going to float off into the corner? And Lost is going to center it over to Hoovian at 50. Once again, back and forth in this corner. Dad Meyer is going to be able to turn that one out towards the midfield now. It's Lost. Now kind of hesitant to go for that. One's going to take a corner touch safely instead. Hoovian alone on the goal line. It's Lost has to turn this one out, but it's not going to be able to. And Lord Hadron's going to be able to get himself a hat trick.
okay, and there we go. Now we see some aggressive punishing out of the Breadsticks here. And Lo-Fi, we might have ourselves a game here. Just 1 goal, 29 seconds. I always say these kickoffs are so crucial and so important, and we'll have to see which way it breaks. It kind of goes to the midfield here. Lord Hadron, oh, that's an awkward back touch. Shifting forced to rotate out, but Hoovian will center, it looks like. Get past 2 in the corner, but it bounces past the net here, and Lord Hadron, 0 boost, trying to counterattack here, but this is so awkward, and Lost will pump it in, and now just under 10 seconds remaining here. Lost will put off the back for Hoovian Cat. Hoovian Cat has an open net to work with here, and that is now 6-4 for the Aries here. Lo-Fi, I think that has to be the game.
Yeah, that might be the nail in the coffin, but don't let that be any sort of like discouragement or disencouragement. No, hold on. There's a word for that for sure. Don't let it be discouraging. There we go. I found it. But yeah, 5 goals coming out of Hoovian. She's playing absolutely insane. She's playing cleanup really, really well. That one's going to end with Aries on top. And those final seconds really kind of back and forth. But again, insane offense from both teams. 10 total goals. That's mind-boggling. I would have never thought that coming out of those two teams' stats lines that we would see something like this.
Yeah, it got me honest, this did not look like a mid-table versus bottom-table matchup. You know, Breadsticks, as you said, Lo-Fi, they haven't been having themselves a good season, currently sitting in 29th out of 32 teams, bottom of their division. And so, you know, to put on this kind of performance in game 1, that does give you some hope going through the series here. But as we've always say, every time we're on broadcast, anytime I'm casting, game 1s are always the coin tosses. And when anything wild can happen here. And so now the players are warmed up. They're used to how the other team plays. They know who the dangerous people to look out for on either team are. And so, you know, we'll have to see again what adaptations they can make. And gotta be honest here, Lord Hadron, 3 goals, 4 shots. I was roasting his shooting percentage before the match at 18%. We'll have to see if they have the stamina because, you know, we talk about stats, Lo-Fi. Is this going to be a pop-off performance in game 1 here, or is this just setting the trend for the rest of the series? Only time will tell.
Time will tell indeed. And we're going to get into game number 2 here very shortly. But yeah, I'm excited to see how each team adapts. If we're going to see another just shootout like we were seeing there in that last game, or if things are going to dial back a little bit more and we're going to see a little bit more calculated Rocket League coming out of these two teams. But I'm excited for it nonetheless.
Yep, I mean, 10 goals in your opening game, 2 per minute. That's a wild stat here. And if that sets the pace for the rest of the night, this is going to be a bloodbath back and forth here. But it will go the way of the Aries off the first kickoff here. As I say that though, Lord Hadron trying to collect it out of their corner. Slow dribble will find their way past 2. Looking to shoot it, actually. They got it past the 3rd, and Blood Raven up early. Blood Raven will finish it. Wow, what a quick attack from the Breadsticks.
Yeah, I mean, they're definitely carrying a little bit of regret letting that last couple goals, or those last couple goals, go in. So they're going to come out swinging, and they have done so very nicely, I might add. And that is a way to set up yourself well for the rest of the game. They have momentum now. Can they continue this? It's Lost is going to be able to try to make that, but Shift Drinks is up early to make that one get 50'd in the middle. Vivian's now off of the corner with it. She's going to bring it once again up the wall. She tries to get a touch. Unfortunately, can't quite make it. Lord Hadron centers it nicely, though. It's Lost turns it out towards the midfield. Great booming clear towards the opposite end. Shift Drink turns that one towards his corner. And Dad Meyer's up early for that one. It's going to go off and make itself into a pass. Not quite, though, because the defense is there. Blood Raven turns it back into the corner. Lots of corner play here coming off of this right corner for the blue team. And now it gets finally back into the midfield. A counterattack opportunity. 2 players right on top of each other. There's 4 players on top of each other in that one zone. And still back and forth in not so dangerous spots here, but they're going to change that. But it gets turned out. Very, very slow back and forth play. But nonetheless, nothing is too horribly pressing.
Yep, nothing is too horribly pressing. And we have to keep in mind, right? Actually, hold that thought. Oh, that could have been a dangerous play. We have to keep in mind the Breadsticks started last game with a 22nd goal too, but then they lost 6-4. And so, I think they definitely want to see at least a second goal here before they take their foot off the pedal. And it's not looking like that as they get a quick counterattack here. This will go the way of Shift Drink. Pops it up for Blood Raven. Can they get through the corner? A little bit of a pinch here. Leaves the Aries with a bit of a counterattack, but that's okay because Shift is there. They get it past 1, but Lost is there to clear it out for now. And as you said, Lo-Fi, we've kind of slowed down into a back and forth. What a pass from Hoovian. But that's okay because, again, Blood Raven is there to clean it out. But as it's still the end of the Breadsticks, throwing the shot in the corner here, and Lost will slot it in.
Yeah, it is definitely a little bit slower here, but the aggression is still there from both teams. And because of that, It's Lost is going to be able to capitalize, nearly hitting his teammate on the way in. But Dadmeyer evades it. So nothing too horribly wrong with that play, other than just there was no defense there. The entire net was wide open for him, and because that, It's Lost is able to capitalize.
And Blood Raven trying to put himself for a backboard double touch, not able to. Now this is really awkward. They're facing the wrong way. They're dribbling the wrong way here. Now Hadron and Shift Drink double commit to make the save, but Raven, they get the dribble, they get the rotation on the backboard, trying to get another demo on the goal line. So, I was kind of seeing that earlier there. Blood Raven looks to be a very physically aggressive player, and we'll have to see if they can keep it up this game and maybe create some openings for their team.
Going back and forth in midfield once again, but still 50-50 Pizzeria are kind of been able to be on top over here until this. It looks like a lot of opportunities coming here out of the... Oh, goodness. I'm blanking. I'm completely having a brain fart. I apologize. But it's just going to go off into the corner, and Dadmeyer's going to turn it out. It's Lost now trying to set up a pass for his teammate. Can he do it? Lord Hadron's going to be able to turn that one away pretty early, honestly. Now it's going to go towards the midfield. Hoovian decides to go for it. She's going to put it back into the end of the blue team. We got Hadron and his teammate trying to work things out, see who's going to go for that ball, and because of that, they do find themselves on the back burner of their goal line. Dadmeyer pushing it towards the corner. It's going to go up, roll up the wall, but Blood Raven is up early for that one. Turns that one out towards the midfield. Shifter continues this pressure. Great little dribble there. Can't quite get it past the defender. It's Lost. He's going to be able to save it. Another dangerous booming clear here, though, coming from the orange team. It's really what's been causing the entire 50-50 team to lose momentum is just these booming clears.
These booming clears, but Dad is struggling to boom it out of his end. And wait, that's a booming pinch. A double commit from the Aries, but they will find the counterattack. Blood Raven, kind of awkward, but they slow it down and put it in the corner. And then they pump in midfield for Shifter, who misses it, leaving it for Dadmeyer. who cannot get the 50, and now under 50 seconds left here. We're entering golden goal territory, and this might be the golden goal. Here is Dad will slot it in past two, the slow, if I'm not mistaken, backflip shot. Oh, little side flip.
A little bit of a barrel roll into that one, if you will, but Dad Meyer's going to be able to slot that one away, and not what we were expecting. He's only got 4 goals on the season, but that one has definitely been the most important because it's on stream, and it could be a decisive one for game number 2.
I was saying golden goal territory here, and the shift ring is looking to tie it up. Oh, that is a big whiff here, and they'll put it in the corner for the Aries, and now just under 30 seconds. Once again, they just need to play keep away, but they definitely need to touch the ball in front of their net here, and this will center the way. The Breadsticks, Blood Raven, and Lord Hadron up, but they can't get a good touch. And now Shift Drink, what can they do here? They're in the corner, but it is so awkward, and Hoovy and Cab will clear it out. Blood Raven, long shot, cleared out by Lost. 8 seconds left now. This is on to Lord Hadron here. They miss, and now Shift Drink trying to get back. Oh, this will pinch midfield, and I think the ball is just going to come down here, and game 2 will go the way of Aries. They move ahead with a nail-biting 2-1 victory.
Yeah, 2-1 victory, but they do go up in the series 2-0 now. And if there were a time to make any sort of changes for the Breadsticks, now would definitely be the time. I'd like to see a little bit more aggressiveness coming out of Shift Drink, especially. I find is really making more support touches. I'd love to see him burying a couple of them in the back of the net, but we do have a possible substitution here out of Hoovian Cat. Hoovian is substituting, I believe that would be Kimmy in. She has joined the lobby. Which is a very interesting move to be made because, like I said, I'm a big fan of if it's not broke, don't fix it, and you come out with 2 wins at the start of the series. So we'll see if they're just wanting to get everybody in on stream and on the camera and saying hello to everybody and their family and their friends, or if it's a decision because she was a little bit low on the scoreboard. Who's to say? But we'll see how that change plays out. But nonetheless, Aries with the win, and it's Lost taking that MVP.
Yeah, and, they're making the substitution, but I think the important thing is they are keeping in those solid 2 members. It's Lost, Dadmeyer. They did really well this game. I think they connected pretty well. They didn't, if I'm not mistaken, they didn't double commit. There were other pairings double committing, but they didn't. So, maybe they're more comfortable with each other and rotating. And we'll have to see, though, how that third person slots in. Will it mess up the rotations? Will it, it's an advantage in one sense because the other team, they don't know what they're expecting now, but it can also be damaging for your own team because when you play with your team for long enough, you know how they rotate, you know when they go for boosts, you know when they go up for the ball, and so will the Aries kind of trip themselves up here, or will they just expand their series lead even more?
Oh, yeah, time will tell. But it looks like the substitution so far has paid off, but we're still real early, but a lot of pressure coming out of the Aries team. And 50-50 is just being left to kind of adapt. And Kimmy has already made a statement because she's supplying pressure. And it's Lost almost getting an opportunity there, but Blood Raven turns that one out. Now it's back over into the corner for Aries. Dad Mayer is going to be able to put that one out. Lord Hadron up for it. It's Lost. It's going back and forth in the midfield right now. No team is committing to that, but It's Lost get a great 50 there, and it finds itself into the back of the net.
Yeah, and I've been in this position before. Shift Drink, I think, had ball cam on here the whole time and didn't realize Lost was following it. Right in front of the ball, and you just get dunked like that. That is a lapse in awareness here, and kind of unfortunate, but something to keep in mind, Lo-Fi. The team that scores first this series has so far lost, so maybe this is going in favor of Breadsticks, but you definitely don't want to be getting a score on like that, though.
Yeah, too soon to tell a little bit, but it definitely has become a trend, but another opportunity comes from Shift. Gets that to the corner. It's Lost. Is going to start to pass it here.
Ooh.
Dead 50 right in the middle. It's dangerous territory, but it gets turned to the corner. Blood Raven's going to make a counterattack here. He's going to get met by Dad. It's now up for it. He's going to try to make a pass or a shot off of it, but It's Lost is going to have to continue that pressure. And Kimmy gets a shot on net, and Raven coming away with that save. Back into the end of 50-50 now. Lord Hadron's going to turn it to the corner. It's Lost is waiting for it. Dangerous in front of the net. A bump opportunity comes, but Shift is going to be able to evade it. And Kimmy's going to set a shot up for her teammate. Nothing comes of it. The defense here looked relatively solid coming out of the Breadsticks.
Oh, and not looking quite solid. The Aries, a double commit. That was a that was a very clutch save here. And the Breadsticks have broken out. I was just gonna say Lo-Fi. It's like the Breadsticks can clear it out and keep it out of their end, but they just struggle to get through the midfield, and like that's having a second man to follow things up here. And they get a little attack here, and oh, they continue it actually, as this will go the way of Bloodraven. They'll get beat by Dad. Kept in by Lord Hadron. A demo on the goal line. Can Hadron find it? This is awkward in front of the net. Lost up early, and they pop it out backwards somehow. That was impressive. As now Bloodraven looks to pass it. A Shift Drink will shoot this. This is an open net. This is rolling in, and Dadmeyer cannot get back in time. Again, goal kind of comes out of nowhere.
Yeah, a little bit of misfortunate communication there, or maybe a lack of communication there. But because of that, a goal is scored, and we got a tie ball game. Tied at 1, but still plenty of game to be played. And then once again, the Breadsticks are going to try to fight for a little bit of a lead here, and it's going to go over. It's lost down off the crossbar. Dadmeyer is a little bit awkward, and Bloodraven slots away the second goal for the Breadsticks.
And the bounce shot from Lord Hadron, those are lethal at that distance in front of the net because they're so hard as the defense to save because you never know where it's going to go, and then it's just right over your head. But great aggression out of Bloodraven, being in a position to finish it. It seems like they are the aggressive gear for the Breadsticks tonight. They've been bumping, they've been demoing, they've just been going for everything. They were flying off the sidewall here, even beating them in their own end. And now Kimmy misses the clear, but that's okay. Dad's there. But Lord will dunk that, and a demo on the goal line here, and a double demo and a shot. Lord Hadron will slot things in off of a beautiful opening created by Bloodraven.
That was a beautiful, like, calculated attack coming out of the Breadsticks, and because of that, they get a goal, and now we have 3-1. So not impossible of a lead, or not an impossible lead to break down, but you're gonna have to strike soon if you're on the side of the Aries. But they're looking a little bit more defensive, a little bit more slow to challenge here, a little bit more hesitant. And that's going to have to happen soon if they're going to continue to play at this pace. So pick it up a little bit, and you'll be right back into it. And It's Lost is going to try to do that. Kimmy's there to try to solidify that goal. It's going to go off the backboard off of Meyer. It's Lost. Can he do it? Shift Drink with a save. Is it going to be Kimmy? No, Shift Drink just won't be beat there. He is a brick wall. And It's Lost is still going to keep this pressure, and it finally finds its way into the back of the net. Great pressure there coming out of Aries. A great opportunity there from It's Lost and Kimmy. And unfortunately, the defense does break down, as Shift Drink couldn't quite reach that one. But Shift Drink was definitely in the midst of that action there. And 3-2 is your scoreline.
Yeah, Shift Drink made some clutch saves, and gotta be honest, Lord Hadron's second man positioning there was just really awkward and kind of caught in no man's land. They had to turn and then flip for it, and yeah, really awkward defensive positioning here. And now you just have a 1-goal lead with just under 90 seconds remaining. The pressure is on the Breadsticks, who've been really struggling to maintain any leads this series. But with the aggressive plays out of Bloodraven, this could be it, as he's popping it up now. But no one from the Breadsticks to follow. Bit of a miscommunication here. And so now the Aries looking to make their own passing play. Dad up, puts in the corner, looking to follow up here, can't find it. Long shot from Bloodraven. Look at put back it. We're back to this back and forth, but with just under a minute left, that's okay for the that's okay for the Breadsticks. I almost said the Bloodsticks. They just need to hold on for now, Lo-Fi.
Telling you, it's a tongue twister. It's an unrecognizable tongue twister between I can't even say it now. Blood and bread. I get it mixed up all the time, but regardless, the Breadsticks still on top and trying to strike another one at the back of the net. And they're doing so nicely. They got a lot of pressure here mounting for themselves. Another opportunity. Can they slot it away? Bloodraven puts it wide. Kimmy now in the corner with it. Goes out towards the midfield. Going to continue this over into the end of the Breadsticks. An opportunity comes for them. It's booming clear over there for the Breadsticks. Bloodraven for it early. Can he pass it down to his teammate? Shift Drink was there. A little bit of awkward second man positioning, but they just need to hold on for the last final seconds. We got 5 seconds on the clock here. Dadmeyer's up for it early. Bloodraven is going to be able to put that down. Final seconds here, though. We got a little bit of extracurricular activities. Do they strike again? The ball's going to touch, and unfortunately, they do not. Breadsticks come out on top, and now the series is 2-1 in favor of your Aries team.
And once again, Lo-Fi, the team that scores first loses. This is a very worrying trend. If the teams will notice that, I think we might see a game of keep away and you score first, you know. But we would love to see those trends. But Breadsticks turned things around. They were aggressive. The demos worked. Blood Raven was in their face with the bumping and the demoing. That's what you want to see here. And gotta be honest, it looks like the Kimi rotation didn't quite work out here in game 3. It looks like they maybe lost that little bit of mojo they had going and they were struggling to put some passing plays together. But now they've had their warm up, and so we'll have to see, will they iron things out and clean it up and make this just a good 3-1, or will this be a 2-2? At this point in the season, with your standings, I think the Aries, if they don't get anything but a 3-1, they are going to be a little sad with their performance. And the Breadsticks, I think they're just hoping for some good games here, and they're showing up when it matters, I think.
Yeah, they're definitely showing up when it matters, and that last game kind of shows and proves that, right? But we do have another substitution coming for the Aries. We have Hoovian Cat coming in for Dad Meyer, or Mayer. And we got a lot of female representation on streams lately. We have 2 in this match alone, and that is just encouraging to see not only how we're growing as a community, but how teams are being more inclusive of people from all walks of life, regardless of any sort of difference. So that's really, really encouraging to see. Kudos to the community and kudos to everybody for that. But let's see how they represent themselves and represent the Aries here in this team and in this lineup going into Game 4.
Game 4, there's nothing left to play after this. There's no more time. Well, I mean, there's a little bit of time for adaptations, but not really. And so we'll have to see what they've prepared for us, what more they have left in the tank to bring for us. And so, no early goals this time, but as I say that, Lost pumping into the corner. But, a bit of a missed rotation here from the Breadsticks. Oh, this is so awkward. But Raven will catch it. Can't get the demo, though. But Hadron gets the booming clear for now. And this will go the way of Hoovian Cat, trying to put it themselves off the corner. And whoa, what a shot from Blood Raven. A great out by Lost, and now Hadron up. Can he find the shot? No, not able to put it down for Shift Drink, who does get the dunk. They get the double touch, and that will roll across the goal line. Oh, almost an early opportunity for the Breadsticks.
Yeah, a little bit dangerous there on the goal line, for sure, for the Aries. There is a Rule 1 on the field. It looks like that is going to be Lord Hadron, and it's lost. So 2 of the more valuable and more scoring players here. But Blood Raven's going to try to prove that he is valuable as well and put that one away. Not to say that nobody has any sort of invaluability to them, but those have been the players that we see to be saying their names the most. But we're now into this Rule 1. It has been broken.
Oh, it's broken.
So Rule 1 was broken due to a bump. I'm not sure whether it was a bump or somebody just flat out broke it, but it's encouraging to see more 3-on-3 gameplay because of it, in my opinion.
Encouraging to see. A little heartbreaking if it was ruined for a bump here, but games do matter, right? As much as we like to meme, it is important that you get a good series win here if you're the Aries, but this has been almost a scoreless opening 2 minutes here. Neither team really get anything of danger except for that one little early play from Shift Drink. But Hadron looking to prove me wrong here. We'll leave off the backboard for Shift Drink, who again pushes it off the backboard. We're stuck now in the Aries corner, and Shift Drink will find their way out for now, but no, they hit it to Kimmy. But Hadron popping off the backboard here. I hear Blood Raven up. Can he get the shot? It's off the goal line, and no, they cannot get the save. Oh, Aries get a touch, but it is not powerful enough.
Yeah, unfortunately, it does look like they do get the save.
Ooh.
The touch doesn't quite settle itself down onto the player or clear itself nicely. Breadsticks strike first here, so could that be disastrous due to the trend that has been created up until this point? We'll see. But I'm just looking forward to seeing more Rocket League out of both of these teams. They're both really aggressive. They're both scoring plenty of goals. They're both making plenty of opportunities for themselves. And it's just really fun Rocket League to watch right now. Kimmy trying to make plays. She gets a demo. An unfortunate clear. It was pinched. And Shift Drink gets a goal accredited for himself because of it.
Oh, that is so awkward, dude. Kimmy just goes hard in the net for the demo and then watches as it will pitch into their own net. Those are always the funny and heartbreaking goals. And this might be a kickoff goal, actually. Oh, I panicked a little bit, but Hoovian Cat did not have enough boost to get there with enough speed. Now Lost dribbling it for Kimmy, will put off the backboard. Blood Raven can't get the backboard clear though, and Kimmy will finish it. And what a quick turnaround play out of the Aries.
That was a great play. Great communication coming out of those two players. Pass coming off of its loss. Kimmy being ready for that pass, putting it off of the backboard for herself, and then slotting it away too. Very, very nicely done. And the Aries aren't out of this just yet. They're fighting tooth and nail for this victory and trying to get a 3-1 lead on the series. It's going to go back into the end of the 50-50 Pizzeria squad. Vivian's going to try to put it back off the corner. Kimmy up for it. Raven's going to turn it out nicely. Booming clear coming from it. Demo now. It's going to be a 2-on-1 opportunity. Now, a little bit of an awkward spawn causes a bump, but nothing comes of it. Nothing is too pressing or dangerous. Kimmy now up for it. She's going to be able to put it off the backboard. No, it's going to be 50 by Raven. Let's go back off of the right corner. Back into the end of the Aries. It's Lost turns it off into the midfield. A little bit dangerous. Shifting strikes. And he scores because of it. A little bit of a dangerous touch, like I had mentioned. Sets up Shift Drink nicely, and they're going to go up 3-1.
Actually, they get a lucky redirect here. They put it off the bottom of its Lost car, and that caused it to bounce and go wide here. So a very lucky redirect, I think. I think if they hadn't gotten that unfortunate touch, they would have been able to save it. But hold on, this could be another kickoff goal, as Lost is not able to beat Shift Drink, who's counterattacking quickly. Beats two. Hoovy and Cat centering it for their own team, thankfully. And now in the corner, pops it past one, but zero boost to work with here. They managed to center, but again, Shift Drink is there on defense. Anytime I lose track of him, hold on, that thought. Kimmy left the long shot. I just want to compliment Shift Drink on his defense, and Kimmy is putting these long shots in. These are dangerous. Oh, but a double commit out of the Aries, and this will be a long ball in from Blood Raven. Wow.
Yeah, something needs to happen soon for Aries if they're willing to change this one around. Change the course of their own fate. Kimmy is the only player who seems to be so stand out on Aries right now. She's trying to turn away every single opportunity that comes their way. But like you said, Shift Drink has had a hell of a game so far. 2 goals and 1 save. And that's just 1 save that has been accredited for. That's not accounting for any of the ones that have been turned away prior to the goal. But an opportunity there just missed because no player for the Breadsticks was there. And now it's Lost. Is left to be lone man on defense. He's going to be able to turn it away once. Shift Drink's there. Blood Raven now puts it off the backboard. Is anybody there to finish it? No, it's going to get turned away by Kimmy. Off towards the left wall. She gets the demo. Lord Hadron in the midfield centers it up. Raven is up early. It's Lost a little bit awkward. It goes off the right post. Can it be finished? No, it just goes across the goal line. And all sorts of pressure coming out of the Breadsticks into the late half of this, or into the last 30 seconds of this game.
Yep, and that's all they need to do. They have a 3-goal lead here, almost 4. Shifter not able to find it. And again, 3-goal lead. You just need to run the clock down, and this game will be yours. Ball kept in the Aries quarter. There's so many demos, but really nothing of consequence. Blood Raven centering it for Kimmy. Soft shot, though. Yep, Hadron's there, putting it away. And now 6 seconds left. This is looking done and dusted for the Breadsticks. 2 up now, but that doesn't matter. The clock's ticking down now. Ball touch ground. Yes, and so the Breadsticks will battle back and take game 4 4-1, and we have a 2-2 series to end off the night, Lo-Fi.
Yeah, I mean, we saw some really, really solid gameplay out of both challenger teams, or both challenger matches, rather. This one going the way of the Breadsticks. Shift Drink coming out with a well-deserved MVP. Like you said, 2-2 is the final verdict of the 4-game series. It's been a hell of a night. I appreciate every single one of you guys for coming out and watching us and really coming in and putting time into the RSC community. We've had plenty of players come in and really, really improve throughout this community, so that's very encouraging to see. If you guys want to be on stream, you're all more than welcome to sign up. We do have stream signups ready to rock and roll for anybody who's wanting to sign up for them, so keep that in mind with the rest of the season in tow. Do you have any sort of ending remarks here, Cicero, before I officially wrap things up?
No, I mean, as always, thank you everyone for